She scrambled up the stairs and pulled open the door. Inside, she saw
Bubble bass, hey, hey, bubble bass, hey, hey, bubble bass, hey.
Welcome back, Pickles. It's your boy, Bubble Bass, man. And we are back with another video today. Listen, I said I was going to play Outlast, but I think we're going to save Outlast for the last few days. Only because Outlast is like a really, really big game for me to tackle, in my opinion. Because I played Outlast before, and it wasn't like I went through the whole game. I only played like 30 minutes to an hour. It was just scary for me to play. But that was when I was like, that was like 5-6 years ago. So I really don't remember what the game was like. Really like. I remember running and hiding a lot. So we'll probably just save that for whenever. But we're actually gonna play another indie game today. I know I said I was done with the indie games, but kinda addicted to the indie games. I love the fast, quick games. Like, not saying like the 20-30 minute. Well, yeah, the 20-30 minute games are really, really my favorite. Like, you know, I like the longer games, but these quick indie games have really been the best for this like 30-day series. I've been pushing myself a lot with these longer form content. Bro. It's hard to. It's definitely been hard to balance this, but we getting her done. Today we're playing Reaper's Goodbye. I don't know what this shit is about. What's going on? You know how we get down. Anyways, let's get into the video. I hope you pickles are having a good night. I hope you had a good weekend. Let me know what you guys did this weekend. Let's get into the game. Alright, let's connect it. Also, don't mind my couch, bro. It's a hoodie, it's a few shirts, and yeah. It's also like a mixer over there. It's nothing crazy, bro. Just chill. Let's get into the game. Reaper's Goodbye. Okay. The intro's kind of laggy. Okay. I'm fucking with the art. The night sky of the countryside is wide, empty and often soundless. Crickets may sing, but their song gets lost in the open air, soaking into nothingness. Is my headphones on? They're not. There's no hustle. What? There's no hustle and bustle of crowds. There are no blaring car horns. Just the wind through the grass and the labors of your own breath. The labors of your own breath as you tread the unpaved roads. Okay. Chill out on me, bro. What was I gonna say? Me turning my headphones on and adapting to the sound of my headphones being on, it made me read weird because these headphones are noise canceling. Oh my god, I'm fried. I just partook before this, literally not even 5 minutes. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, these are noise cancellation headphones. So whenever you turn them on, you can hear everything around you when they're off, and as soon as you turn it on, you can't hear anything. So it just threw me off. Okay. It is said in such a countryside, you may come across a man with a trail of cigarette smoke behind him. His shifty eyes dart across the scene, but pay him no mind. His goals lie elsewhere. Okay, what? Is that not the individual right in front of us? A cursed individual can only take company with those of a similar fortune. You see, to exist between worlds, living, tied to nothing, no home, no family, no sense of time. A man like that looks perfectly natural, wandering the emptiness of soundless sky. If you come across such a man, pay him no mind. He will walk on, leaving only smoke behind. Okay. A little rhyme scheme going on. But if you meet such a man and his eyes fix upon you, oh boy, what the fuck that mean? Well, what can you do? What can he do? What can he do? That's just how the world works. What the fuck does that mean? A cursed individual can only take the company with those of a similar fortune. It's just the wheels of fate turning. You just got caught in the spokes. Reaper's Goodbye. What the fuck is going on, bro? Do you hear like the sharpening? The town smells like roasting meat and alcohol. Okay, I like this music. Hold on. Let me make sure our mic is turned up. Alright, our mic is at a good volume. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. Let me go like right there. Turn my mic up just a little bit. I'm still trying to dial in the mic, guys, so chill out. Not chill out, but I don't know why I be saying that like you guys are, judging me or harsh. Anyways, what a surprise to think the gods will lead us to this village just to meet again. Standing there enjoying it all, an old acquaintance. He looks mighty happy to see us. The world works in mysterious ways. an old fool, a young heart, or just a wise beyond his years. I'm not even about to try to read that first part. You could give me a more cheerful face. Go ahead, smile for me. Hard to tell. So I'm assuming that our character's like a stuck-up type of character, and his character's like a uppity type. Yeah, he definitely is. You never change, do you? Such depressing company you can be. Damn, such depressing company is crazy. Perhaps your poor mother fed you nothing but bitters as a child. Damn, nigga's an eater. Chill out. So depressing, so depressing. I must drink away my sadness. Well, damn, you talking crazy? The man turns around with a dramatic flourish. He begins walking to the nearest stall.
He's been like that for the longest time.
Okay. So that's just his character. I think a lot of jazz music is shifty, bro, but this shit is stupid loud. I'm not gonna lie to you. The man leads the way, babbling the whole time. This and that. It's always pointless, but he's keen on talking. Finally, he shuts up at a humble food stall where a group of patrons tally idly. Oh my God, Terry idly. I'm fried, but chill. There's a speckled professional looking man. Wow. I'm pretty sure okay. A mature woman minding her own business. Okay, so we're looking at everybody. An old man with a well-made suit. So everybody's tailored up and suited up. A child and a nervous-looking little girl hiding behind her scarf. Oh my God, why does it feel like something's on my eye? What the fuck? Woo, give me a second. Here's the chap I was speaking of. Okay, so this is our character. Our character looks cool. Oh damn, I skipped something. Don't be so sour. These poor souls missed their last train. They must spend the night without entertainment. Oh my God. It won't do. Let us trade swords into the fate calls upon us. Look at his face. He don't want to hear this. I personally find this immature. Oh, you an eater, bro. Chill out. Don't be such a stick in the mud. Literally, bro. I can't think of a better way to spend the night. That's real. Well, I could think of one better way. And that is... Oh, I bet you can. Is he talking about some freak shit? Yeah, he talking about some freak shit. It had to be for her to even speak up. See? What magnific company we have. Okay. Come on, bro. Get to the point. This jazz music is stupid loud. We cannot turn it down. And so the wheels of fate were turning. Or rather, they had already reached their destination. This was more or less unknown to the 6 strangers at the stall, who awaited the train that would take them far, far away from here. Oh shit. The story of the lost souls and their startling tales begins now. Oh shit. So something's about to go down. We don't even know it yet, bro. 5 stops until dawn. Oh, look at our character eating. Bro, this is cool. Look at the art style, bro. I fuck with this. You got a good eye, kid. I've got plenty of old spooks left in me. The old man is more relaxed than anyone else here. Hee. Well, when you've lived a life like mine, you're gonna get a few spooks. Maybe all of this is a game to him. I mean, he's pretty old. I mean, let's be honest, bro. If you're that old, you have a lot of stories. Or even when you're in like stressful situations, like I guess you look at like differently. So you can really like. My webcam is lagging a little bit. I don't know why. But, you know, usually when people are older, is it? Yeah, it is. Hold on. As I was saying, usually when people are older, they don't care as much. Plenty of sour times and things you can't talk about in front of children. Okay, but besides that, I got a good story to tell. It was back in the day when I wasn't so damn wrinkled. Looking ass. The sand casket. So are we gonna relive like their memories? That'd be interesting. Oh, bro, this soundtrack is crazy, bro. It's not that kind of business you could talk about. Not then or now. But it brought in money, and it was considered real men's work. I had big dreams, and the boss said I had promise. I was naive, but still rough around the edges. It was a different time, alright? You could say I was a garbage man. I took out the trash when everyone was asleep. He killed people. Nice and easy down a beach with the cliffside. It had a sight like you wouldn't believe. I finished the job and stayed out into the sea, taking in the sense. Now that I think of it, It's damn crazy that I never got caught. You shouldn't hang around the place you do business. Alright, I was caught, but it wasn't in an ordinary way. Even in my golden years, I can't forget what I found in the sand. What do you mean you were caught? I'd finished my business. And what I was finished my business is taking in the moonshine, but I could have sworn there was a silhouette on the shore. Iris says that's gonna set off some red alarms. This place was pretty out of the way, so I'll reach for the piece and dare to look closer. Chasing the waves with some little girl. Big droopy eyes and a carefree smile. What the hell was this kid doing all the way out there? Oh my god, all the way out here. Who child is this? So we're just gonna take in this random ass child? Hey you, come over here. Like a good kid, he chortled over. This is a boy? You could tell he was raised well. Youngest with manners like that normally come from good families. So people that usually so you're telling me that kids that come towards you is considered good manners? That's crazy. Hey you, come over here like a good kid. Oh, we already read that, right? Oh no. Like a good kid, he told it over here. You could tell he was raised with. Oh, okay. Hi, little guy. So tell me, where's your mom? What? No response. So he's mute. You could tell by the threads that he wasn't hurting for money or anything. He looked way too young to be in some type of trouble. Runaway. Okay. He was pretty content for a lost baby. What do you mean by pretty content, bro? He's just a kid. Okay. I could send him off to the police, but for certain reasons, I just didn't feel like visiting those guys. What? I'm assuming that because we just did something wicked. Bro, he definitely killed people. You like candy, don't you? Yeah, that's it. It was too dangerous to have anybody running around during my job. But since it was just a little guy, I figured that he wouldn't be in any trouble. My older self would never make such a stupid mistake. That's the kind of thinking that gets you 6 feet under. Oh my god. So we can't even be doing shit like this because we would be cooked. I mean, okay, so if this gets you 6 feet under, like we said, he's been killing people, bro. How does he think that he can just tell this story and not catch on? You could say I was a garbage man. After I did my job, I would stare off into the sunset. It's crazy that I didn't get caught. Like, what do you mean, bro? We know that you're killing people. Come on, bro. It accidentally became a ritual of mine to finish up work and then sit and watch the ocean. What did I say? With the mystery child, sharing hard candies between us. What an odd pair we must have been. Rowdy, no good, like me and upper class hair stuffing our faces with sweets. I decided not to think too hard about where he came from. I'd given up on my own past long ago. One night. Oh my god, bro. That hell of a night. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Not even. What I don't understand why it caught me so off guard, but the mystery kid had such a damn sad look on his face. All I could think of was driftwood floating out in the sea, or a hurt little bird. I don't think I'd seen anything sadder in my life. Hey little guy, you hungry? I got an extra sweet tonight. But the kid just kept staring out over the waves, sad as hell. Oh my god, bro. Come on, tell me what's the matter with you. Do you miss your mom or something? Let me help you out. What's the face for, huh? Oh my god. I let the kid lead me across the shore. Still had goods on my what? Still had my goods on me. For Christ's sakes. What do you mean by your goods? He ran with all the oh my god, damn. Bro, I'm so fried. He ran with all the determination he could muster. Alright. Whew. We reached a far part of the beach right under the cliffside. He stood and pointed to the ground, looking at me with droopy eyes. My first thought was this kid lost his toy or something. He was playing on the beach, and he buried it and forgot it all. I did it all the time myself as a kid, so naturally I pulled out my shovel and got to digging. Oh my god, bro, it's gonna be his parents. There's nothing here, I'm telling you. Same response. I began to wonder if the kid was playing tricks on me or what, but something grabbed onto my mind. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but something in this line of business, you sense things a little better than most people. At this point, it's up to your personal brains to decide whether or not to keep going, obviously. I was young and very stupid, so don't know how I went. What? So you know how I went already. What do you mean young and really stupid? Is the kid not at the table with us? That don't sound too far. Okay. I shoveled more and more sand until it became dark and dense. All the while, the kid was looking at me with watery eyes. Damn it, it gotta be. My shovel, what? My shovel met it at last. Click. In the dense earth, I spotted a little flake of white. Deeper. I had to go deeper. Ah. What is it, bro? His parents. I knew it. Damn. Curled up like a cicada shell was a pair of skeletons. A large one with a torn dress and pearls. And a smaller one. That. Thank you, mister. He talked? Wow. So that's about it. Instead of Instead of horror on his face, there's a look of warm nostalgia. Times were very different back then. But the time treated me as well. For the most part. But you get a few odd things here and there. Bro, how was he talking about like this was old if this literally just happened not too long ago? Never did he get to learn what? Oh my goddamn, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. Never did get to learn his name or how it happened. Oh no. Use wondering now. No use wondering now. No use wondering then. Alright, brother. People disappear every day without a trace, but the world keeps turning. Okay, so the kid at the table is not the kid that he saved. Frank. I'm happy that I live in a world where things keep turning. Hey, to each their own, brother. To each their own. 4 stops until dawn. Okay. Ghost stories. Oh well. No, I haven't really. You don't get to talk about the occultish stuff in my line of work, since it's very scientific. Okay, Brody. It was very factual, you see, but perhaps the man nervously looked from side to side. Yes. Well, just for tonight, since you insist. There was just one time back in my school days. Oh boy. Let's lock in. Let's see what he got to say. It was in my college years when I found myself stuck in the rain between the trains. I studied late and neglected to keep track of time. Indeed, the trains went on without me. I had ended up beneath the street lamp with my umbrella doing little for the intensity of the weather. Oh my God. Looking out, I could hardly see anything except for the shine of wet gravel in the fog. Hoy, are you lost? A voice rang out in the night. I couldn't tell if it were beside me or not. They sounded like a man about my age. Still couldn't see them. Follow the tracks. If you go through the tunnel, you won't have to bother with the rain. But the train. These tracks has been abandoned for years. Come on, let's go. What? Indeed, there were tracks in front of me. I followed them and came into the mouth of the tunnel, where a figure stood. And we just followed this figure? Like what? Strangely, I couldn't catch his face. And to the mix of the fog and the rain and the darkness, it made it hard to see. I could tell that he was a student, and my nerves began to settle. Okay, I let down my umbrella and entered the tunnel together. He began to ask questions about me. The tunnel was even darker than outside, but thanks to our conversation, I felt completely at home. I explained the courses I was taking at the dorm I was at, the exams I was studying for my expectations for the future. Damn, so we just in here just chatting it up, all cakey with this Randy Easy. This is crazy. I'm going to become a physician. You sound so sure of yourself, he said. It's only a matter of time. The courses aren't difficult if you study them properly. Anyone who says otherwise is making excuses naturally. Oh my God, talk your shit then, nigga. Not everyone can make it. But that's just how it is. If everyone could achieve their dreams, the world might as well collapse. That's very much like you. I was confused by the statement, and my nerves were on once again. On God, I would be confused too. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Did I know this chap after all? I studied his face in vain. The darkness was too much. He was slightly taller than me. Maybe he was somebody I met on the campus. I tried to think of a way to catch his face. I don't want to catch his face. So do you have a light? It's a little... Of course. Give me a moment. Oh my God, bro, no. He lit a match up from his pocket. The bottom of his face was illuminated. I still couldn't think of anything. Despite being taller, he had an odd youth about him. How to say it well. Normally at this age, if a man begins to grow hair on their chin, even one shaves himself, there would still be a little pockets where the hair would still grow. Not for him. It was completely smooth. There was a roundness to his jaw that made me think of a prepubescent. Listen, bro. I didn't press resume. I've been talking for like 2 minutes. Somebody called me. Okay. Yeah, somebody called me. I've been recording for like 2 minutes. I just realized that it was paused. Anyways, we were looking at his face. Remember when we left off, we were looking at his jaw. We haven't even been playing for 2 minutes. It's been like 30 seconds. He caught on to us looking at his face, and then we just heard the train. So we're realizing that these, we hear a train. Okay. Whoa, you could save by right clicking? We will walk along them all the time back then. What the fuck do you mean back then? What do you mean? We did? Well, normally I was too scared to, but you will push me along. I'll push back, and eventually we will end up walking the tracks. We walked to school like what? We'd walk to school like that all the time. What? What do you mean? Paulo? Yes, it was Paulo, a friend from years ago. We sat it together and walked along the tracks. Just as he said, I still couldn't see much of his face, but his voice still carried the same measured timbre as it had years ago. So we just know it is Randeezy, or maybe he was trying to like find a memory and just happened and hope that we remembered. I was tempted to let out a laugh, but I stopped before the empty tunnel would catch my voice. I suddenly became wary of the space around me and Paulo, and patted my shoulder in a friendly manner. Haha, it took you long enough. I was beginning to think you're forgetting all about me. Bro, this nigga's bullshitting, bro. Well, I've just been busy with school. My mind's just a little tired. Of course, school, I see. What was that? Well, Paulo just smiled at me. We had studied together for some time with the goal of going to the same university. The bar was extremely high, so we put our all into it. Okay. Okay, let me see. Of course, hard work is important, but there's also the matter of natural ability. Okay, what do you mean, bro? Well, people are just built with better aptitude than others. It's by grace of God these things come to be. Truly, it's out of our hands. Wow, that's how you feel it. You don't feel like an individual can just learn that. Paulo, I heard a train. Nigga, the train is behind us. It must be your imagination. How far is the exit? What? It is out of what? It is out bro. It is out of our power. How we are born. So it is naturally out of my power when I was selected for university. My friend was left to the wayside. He said he would try again and be my underclassman, but probably a while. Would you don't trust in nobody? So he killed, bro. Imagine, did he kill himself and he just tried to kill us because he didn't make it into university? Paulo tried again and again. He entered countless essays and repeated the test over and over, but he somehow was then unable to pass. Paulo tried again and again. Bro. By the grace of God, he simply couldn't. I fell out of contact because I naturally became so busy. There. It is at the edge. It is at the tunnel's mouth. It is going to hit us. Okay. Please understand. I hardly had time to even eat. It was cutthroat. Our futures were just going in different directions, and some better places than others. You're worrying too hard. It's merely the pounding rain. This nigga's bullshit, bro. Look, no, up there, a light is coming. Nigga, what the fuck? I turned to run in the other direction with a small hope I wouldn't be dashed to bits. But a hand clamps onto my shoulder so hard I nearly flung back. A hand so biting cold I could feel it through my coat in my bones. Oh my God. Where are you going? What? Are we gonna walk through this place? Together as friends? I remember this coldness. On a day with biting rain, I heard the news. After feeling the interest with my friend Paulo, wandered onto the bridge far after midnight and flew over the railing. It just as the train passed. The rumbling was getting closer. The light was creating a burning halo around him. The sound was piercing me. The light was piercing me. On the other end of the tunnel, which was just too far away. Was I going to die? At last, I could see his face, young and just piercing as the light behind him. You were good at running ahead. What the fuck? The path always seemed to open just for you. What the fuck? Me, though, I can hardly get my foot in the door. Why? Why is it you? Damn. why can you do it and why can't I? Why is it you? The light was burning me. In that moment, I was sure I'd die. That everything I had worked for until now would be smashed to bits. But then, the match which was burning to his fingertips, the match split in two and vanished into the darkness. Paula on the train disappeared at once. I was left alone in the dark of the tunnel, but nothing but silence and a vague glint of the train tracks, which had been abandoned a long time ago. Holy fuck. And so that's the end of the story. As I said before, I'm not into occult surely. There's a scientific explanation for it. Oh my god, damn. He gives a resolute huff. So convinced himself of something. Perhaps I came off a bit cruel in my retelling. I can't understand how someone uneducated might see it as such. Academia is an extremely cutthroat business. If you're unable to keep up, then it's your own fault. Oh my god, nobody argues with him. Back to drinking once again. So he's not the type that we even need to chat with, bro. He's yeah. 3 more stops. So you want a story from me, huh? Well, I got my fair share of stories, but scary ones aren't exactly my forte. Okay. Mostly I just got my tales of heartbreak. Haha. Well, maybe there's one. She takes a slow sip and sighs. How do you start these things? Whatever. It doesn't matter how I tell it. Tell it. What's done is done, right? So it doesn't matter what I say. How was it? What do you mean what's done is done? That does not sound like good at all. Let's see. Okay. Once there was a woman and her daughter. They loved each other very much. The woman brushed her daughter's hair every night and sang gentle songs to calm her. The time they spent together was truly the most happy time they've had in their entire lives. Do you love me? Of course, Mama. How much do you love me? More than anything. You're such a good girl. Mama will give you a present. See? The woman gave her daughter a strange little box. It was thick and heavy with a large clasp in the front. Oh my goddamn. A fucking box. If you're ever in trouble, just open this box. What does that mean? Frappe. Frappe so damn good. Mama will come and help you. Is this like some type of fucking mama? I could just ask you if I'm in trouble. Of course, but one day, the woman continued to sing. Her gentle voice soothed the little girl, so the yelling from the next room almost completely disappeared. Yelling? When it was time to go to sleep, the girl snuggled so close that she could only smell her mother's scent perfume, her sweet perfume, instead of the stink of alcohol that permeated the air. She drifted off to sleep in her mother's arms, forgetting about the cramped room they lived. La-di-da. One day the little girl came home from school. It's raining. Mama, I'm home. She scrambled up the stairs and pulled open the door. Inside she saw. Papa, what did you do? The time the woman and her daughter spent together was truly the happiest time in their entire lives. Of their short lives. What the fuck? With the box hugged to her chest, the girl knew those days of her love were never coming back. Mama. The girl became a woman, and that woman became cold. She lived in an apartment where the scent of alcohol permeated the air with a man who wasn't her husband. They got along fine, unless they didn't. The man borrowed her money, and the woman borrowed his time. Hey, do you have a little extra cash you can spot me? I gave you all I had last week. Useless. What? Yeah, useless. You can't even lend your man a little spending money? What kind of woman are you? Well, what kind of man are you? You can't even keep a job. Shut up, useless. Why don't you go out and try working a little? Don't you come back until you got something to show for yourself. So that was the exchange. And then returning to the cramped little hole, the woman could see the hideous man asleep with the glass tipped over next to him. When he woke up, she knew he would be angry, that he would blame it on her, and she would be tossed to the side into the night again. Oh my God, what the fuck? Drifting off to sleep. She couldn't help but to mourn her mother. She was the only one who could ever love her, and she was the only one she could love. The rest of the world is just too dirty. The woman kept the box after all those years. She hadn't opened it yet. There was no point. But for some reason, there was a sound from the box. Scratch, scratch, scratch. What the fuck is in this box, bro? Something was alive in there. It was trying to get out. Scratch, 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 scratch. The woman turned over and tried to go back to sleep. What do you mean you tried to go back to sleep, bro? If you had a box and that shit was twitching like that, why wouldn't you go open it? The woman tried. Oh, yeah. There was a comfort there. The scratching was almost like a lullaby. And her eyes closed. She could almost feel like her mother's arms were wrapping around her. Another day of dirtiness. Another world of pounding rain. How irritating. Their breath, I hated. The woman went home as usual. The man stuck more than ever and yelled as soon as she opened the door. It's not enough. Aren't you trying, useless? You're doing this just to spite of me, aren't you? What did I ever do to you? Bro, this nigga's an eater, bro. I'm so sick of his ass. It's not my fault you gamble. Everything you spend is faster than I can make. You don't understand how hard it is for me. Can a man try to relax every once in a while? The economy isn't so great, so don't expect me to treat you like a queen of Sheba. I'm asking you to help out, so help out. That makes no sense, bro. So, no, I'm not even going to get into this manipulating ass nigga. Come on, answer me. What's so funny, huh? Is this funny to you? Come on, answer. Oh, my God, I keep rereading that shit. Your breath. Quit joking around. Did he hit her? The man froze. The box in the corner was shaking. What's that? Hey, what the hell is that? The box was shaking more and more. The man's grip tensed from nervousness. My mother's in that box. What? Quit joking around. My mother was killed by my father. Did you know that? She was killed by him, and now she's in that box. She's looking after me even now. You're lying. She gave me that box before she died. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should open it. What's in it then? I told you already. His grip loosened slowly. The air from the room had been sucked out and replaced with only the sound of light scratching. The man and the woman laid down and closed their eyes, but neither of them went to sleep that night. What the fuck? Once again, the woman was forced to go out and look for work. She brushed her hair and applied her makeup, and this man smoked a cigarette. His eyes stuck on that box. You said when you're in trouble, you should open the box, right? That's what my mother told me. Well, we've been in trouble with money, all right? Don't touch that box. Don't, what? Okay. Huh? What'd you tell me? I'm just saying, we've been in trouble with money. We've been in money trouble. Hold on. All right. I've been managing just fine. Maybe there's some kind of jewel in it. In there. Something we can sell for good money. This nigga's just itching for money, bro. I said don't touch it. Come on. You don't want to see how much your mother's love is worth? The woman left for work with a loud, bitter laugh. What the fuck? Another day of dirtiness, another day of pounding rain. The street lights flickered on, the water droplets catching the light, and they're blurring the buildings together. The woman trotted home after a long day of work. The scent of cigarettes and beer sweat soaked her through. She suddenly thought of her mother's perfume, and through the rain, she thought she could hear a familiar tune. This nigga opened the box. She ran as fast as her legs could take her. She scrambled up the stairs to her apartment and pressed her face against the door. The song could be heard inside. My little baby. Behind the door which held so many stains and fights and bruises was an ocean of happy memories in a world of dirty and cruel. How could you bring back those days of love? Were we in there or did we not get to experience that love, bro? What the fuck is going on? Bro, the storylines and his voice lines for this game is actually pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie to you. Whoever's the creator of this, shout out to you, bro. You really put some thought into this. I'm fucking with this. Oh, they're waiting for me. It's easy. You just have to open the box. My little baby. There it was. A spider that was shone like jewels, dangling from the ceiling. A sweet scent hung in the air as a beautiful melody rang out. On the ground, the box lay open and empty. Please, such a miracle could only make her laugh. Oh, come on, baby. Now do you see how much a mother's love is worth? Damn, okay, that was cold. I fuck with that. And there you have it. They lived happily ever after. And that's all how good stories end, right? Ha. Okay. Oh, look upset. Oh, you look upset. Were you expecting something different? Or maybe the ending doesn't sound that happy to you. Haha, it doesn't matter either way. You asked for a story, she gave us a story. The little girl in the story wasn't me, so don't go dreaming. Once again, she acts elusive. Come on, bro, be for real. Just a little child learned off the streets. Get the fuck out of here, girl. We know it's your story. Okay, who we got next? We got the kid. Oh, we got bro. A story for me. I thought you never ask. Oh my god, bruh. The only thing I love more than hearing a story is telling one. Beetle laughs and takes a long drag with a cigarette. That big ass cigarette. Nigga reminds me of Sanji. Or what to do. Yes, this is it. Now lean a little closer. I'm pretty caked, bro. I'm pretty caked. I'm pretty cooked. I'm fried, bro. There's so many bloopers in this video. I don't even know if I'm definitely gonna go through and edit some of this, but I'm fried. Before I was well established in my profession, I was pitifully penniless. Penniless youth traveling the country with little else than my clothes on my back. Not even the proper threads. Mind you, all shabby out of season hand-me-downs. What depresses me just to remember it. Anyhow, you can see how unfortunate I was at the time. There were nights where I could have no coin for shelter, and I licked potato starch just to fill my hunger. I managed to scrunch up enough to move to the city in the hopes that I could find more opportunities there. I rented a small apartment at the lower end. It was cramped, dark space, hardly bigger than a closet, with a single flickering bulb strung from the ceiling. Damn! My bed was bare mattress, hung up by a rickety iron frame. I tried not to make much movement, lest I be woken by rusty creaking. Something peculiar happened that day. The day I settled into my apartment. I was staring at the ceiling, willing myself to slumber when I felt something at the side of my face. It was like an intense heat. When humans are in such darkness, their senses are heightened, so that even the slightest rise in temperature can be felt. Something peculiar happened. Okay, I keep reading that. So in the darkness, I felt I was not alone. I shot upright and pulled the bulb switch. I nearly yanked it completely in panic. I searched for my cramped room, but found nothing. Nothing, mold and mouse holes. How depressing. Of course, I could possibly not sleep after feeling. So I headed out of the cursed room for some fresh air. Alright, brother. Oh, youngin. You'd be lucky to meet me at a time like this. Sitting on the street was a bedraggled old beggar. Her face was shrouded by stained cloth, and her fingers played across the empty air. Okay. Something you should know about my profession is that you meet and greet many kinds of people. Each person has their own unique path. So taking in what? Each person has their unique path to take in intersections like these are akin to miracles. Maybe walking through life lonely and singular. Or you may have a once in a lifetime experience. So even in my amateur status, what the hell? So even in my amateur status, I understand this is too valuable. I wordlessly shuffled closer to the woman. Hey, you seem to be wise as well as lucky. Many a young are walking past and pay with their lives. What do you mean? Wise lucky out to stay alive? So I tell you this: buy this from me for copper. Place it at the end of your bed, and sleep will come nice and easy. Alright. And her outstretched hand, she produced a small communication cracker. A communion cracker. Communication is fucking crazy. A small communion cracker. Believe her, I was the secrets of the universe. But even I had to raise an eyebrow. Besides that, I had little money to spare. In order to make rent, I had to cut down to a single meal a day. That's OD. Wise and lucky, but still doubtful. Buy this for me and you will see in time. Everyone on this earth will be blessed with the guardian angel. When you lay down to sleep tonight, see how the angel watches over us all. Okay? Was she insane? Or speaking the truth? Either way, she was looking out for my health. I threw the coin and made my way up the stairs. I placed the cracker on a thin strip on the floor between the bed and the door frame, laminating my lightened pockets. Okay? What the fuck? Look at the eyes. What in the world? I learned to fall asleep and survive on a little more than crumbs. At the end of the week, the beggar woman could appear on the street corners to sell me another blessing. Parting with the coin always hurt, but the pain was lessened as my luck began to fly. Somehow my business was taken off, but it seemed that the whims of the city and the wishes of my heart had finally aligned. Magnific. Oh my goddamn. But all was not so rosy during these blooming youthful days. I must tell you of, in generous terms, an old friend who was likewise young man with little to call his own. He too was in the profession and had much to say about it. So much to say that our entire walk home was consumed with the contemplation, with his contemplation. The same evening he told me of his new residence. The beggar lady came for our usual exchange. You're living here. I'm sure I am. I sure am. I mean, where else could I go in this dump of a city? I found a room last week. Man, it does make me miss home. Youngin, before you go off to bed, bothers from me for a copper. I got you. Ha, copper, miss? I'm not gonna buy that. Well, I'm not gonna buy that little thing from you when I could buy myself a small drink. Please, youngin, you regret it if you listen to this. She's completely off her rocker. The foolish friend of mine laughed loudly at the woman and spun on his heel. In his place, I exchanged a coin for a communion cracker, but her face looked like she was mourning. It was too late. You're too generous. You need to learn how to say no to the street people. We're hardly getting by ourselves. She might have a point. She just consider it, please. Just go to sleep already. All right, bro. You gonna see. And so, just as our paths intersect, they part. The night, dear listeners, I heard something I can never forget. I was laying in my bed. Was that my angel staring back at me? The creak of my bed from somewhere from a bed from somewhere in the complex. What the fuck? Who's that? What the hell? Hey. What the fuck is that? The following day, I learned that one of my friends hadn't shown up for work, or so much as sent word. Sometime later, I saw the landlord grumbling around the complex, banging on a certain door with no answer. He seemingly disappeared clean off the face of the earth. He should have bought that shit from that lady like we told him to. If he would have bought that, he would have been okay. But my mom wandered from it. As soon as I received the letter saying that I'd be accepted into a higher position with much better accommodations. Plans were made, suitcases were packed, and Lord knows how I paid communion up until the very last day. I'm tired as hell, man. Oh, that this cinnamon tail. Oh my god damn. See what I mean? Tall and tail. Can you tell that I'm cooked and tired? Does my lips look chapped? I feel like my lips look chapped. Are you enjoying this video so far? Let me know. If you're still here, put chapped in the comments. So that's the cinnamon's tale of how I lived in my early years. Insightful. I wasn't always so refined. Okay. I know how cool I must sound, but with time, you begin to see into people's hearts. You begin to understand who will make it and who will depart. Such is the way of our chosen path. The old fool smiles gently at the memory. Although it gets lonely watching over everyone's path, doesn't it? Oh, what am I doing telling you this? Your icy stare tells me all I need. You're about frozen over. But to him, it's just nostalgic. This is a nostalgic conversation. We got one more person, right? And that's the child. Yep. All right. The little girl who's up until now was staring at the ground. Okay, let's see. Finally, look up with steadfast eyes. I have a story. She opens her mouth to speak. Her voice trembles slightly. Before I got here, before you all were here too, the tired eyes of the other patrons turned to her. Okay. Before I got on the train. Oh fuck. Back at home. Alright, but it's about to be some wicked shit. I feel like she's gonna have the most wicked story of them all. I feel like that's just fitting. Oh my god. What are you whining about now? There were funny things in Mama's house. A key was looking out from the closet and walls, but Mama never believed me. What? What the fuck? The other one played lots of jokes on Mama. Mama didn't like them. You nasty child. Why do you hate me? What did I ever do to you? Disgusting. Get away from me. I asked the other one why they kept hurting Mama. All they would do is laugh at me. Their face got all up and turny. They laughed and laughed and I laughed. Oh my god. What are you doing? Are you trying to play tricks on me again? Why? Why couldn't I have a normal child? Oh my god. Mama, I am a normal child. There's a bad child here tricking you. Mama, please believe me. Oh my god. What's going on? Somebody was playing that night. There was a big crack on the floor. Bro. No, 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 no. Mama's mirror was smashed on the ground. Okay. Why? Why are you always so mean to me? I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Oh my God. I tried to put the mirror back together, but there was too many pieces. The other one laughed at me over and over. Damn. Everything was broken. No matter what I do, things break. I'm a normal child. So why was I here too? That night I decided to run away. Everyone would be happy if I was gone. Mama won't have to cry anymore. I ran to the station where all the trains are. When no one was looking, I jumped aboard and sat down. I wanted to go far, far away, to a place where no one could know me. The train was cold and loud. The light flickered a lot. It was empty and lonely except for 5 other passengers on board. There was a pretty lady looking sadly out the window. A man with little glasses dribbling a lot. Oh my God, a fancy man with a little mustache humming to himself. So it's us. And a nice grandpa who gave me candy. Sweet. I wonder if I'm in my new home. Oh my God, I can get candy like this too? Well, I meet somebody as nice as his grandpa. That would be nice. Eating the candy, I counted the passengers in the car. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? I thought I saw 5 passengers. The 5th one was... No, not again. You can't be here. Get away right now. What do you mean? The train began to shake back and forth. Everyone started yelling. Everything began to rumble and I fell off my seat. The world turned in circles over and over and over. What the fuck is going on, nigga? What is going on? I was trying to be a good child. I never played any tricks on anyone. I never complained about my bad time. I never talked back. So why? Why did this happen? I was trying to be a good child. I never played... Okay, yeah, we just read that. I'm sorry. Everyone. I'm sorry, Mama. And that's what happened. The eyes... What? The eyes locked on her. Now looking desperately to each other. But that's never seen the doctor's pieced up. She's quite the creative little girl, isn't she? Ha ha ha. Isn't she? What? Monsieur, you got goosebumps. The doctor scrambles for his words. It's just a chilly year, all right. It's pretty late. Hey, what are you laughing at? The old man simply grins and muses softly. Oh yeah, the air is pretty chilly tonight. I've already decided long ago I wouldn't regret anything. A man in my position doesn't get to be picky, you see. So chills like these don't bother me a bit. What the fuck? Truthful words, monsieur. Very few men in these days and age understand the nature of chills. It's 2 older men laughing together. As the doctor look on in horror. You're all crazy, all of you. I need to get out of here right this instant. Where's my train at? Oh my God, damn, man. And a pure coincidence, he cut off by the mighty train horn. All the faithful souls sit in utter silence, despite the difference in an instant understanding between them. Time stops for no one, but the train won't wait forever. There's your way out, big man. Don't want to miss it. The lady takes a languid sip and eyes the panicked doctor. Slowly, the bespectacled man leaves his seat and walks into the direction of the horn. Okay. After a little while, the lady follows. Okay, even now her expression hasn't changed. An old man finishes his drinks and smiles warmly. He extends his wrinkled hand to the little girl. Don't want to be late, little lady. Miraculously, the two walking hand in hand until their figures are outtaken by darkness. How heartwarming. What a perfect way to end the story. But what am I saying? The night isn't nearly over yet. Oh, please. Can't you indulge in the temporary bliss? I know what we must do, but there's no use in us complaining. As payment for staying from the path, we must assist Madame Fortune's grand plan. But oh, how magnific. It would be if things had turned out differently. Maybe I'd become an actor on the silver screen. How my features would shine. Looking ass, bruh. Oh, fuck, I skipped the scene. The gruff wonder speaks for the first time that night. I just realized what we look like. I forgot what we look like. I don't know what I'd be. I don't know where I'd be. My mind goes blank when I think of anything else. His voice came out as a fragile child. Maybe this is all I was meant to do. Still much to do. But we must go on regardless. Regardless. It is said in such a countryside, you may come across a man with a trail of cigarette smoke behind you. He speaks little and keeps to himself unless the powers that be force his hand. These people who wander without home or fortune carry a painful duty upon their shoulders. Any lost soul they find in their journey must be cut down without mercy. A life of endless meeting and departings. This is the curse of a reaper. Who the fuck is that? Is that the doctor? No way we killed the doctor, nigga. No way we killed the doctor, bro. He killed the doctor. Right on time. The last of them haven't been delivered. Well, almost. What the fuck? You already know, don't you? I was too on that train. Funny, isn't it? Even if we were separate from the rest of humanity, we can bleed like any average man. This is crazy, bro. This is such a plot twist. I do it myself, but it doesn't seem that my power is... What? But it seems that my power is ineffective against myself. So the duty of deliverance falls on a dear friend. Think of it this way. If you leave me in the phantasmal form, I'll eventually unbecome myself. Each part of me would chip away in the wind until nothing remains. So don't be sad. Being a reaper really is a wonderful thing. So we do go around killing people. We can meet again. We can trade stories just as we have tonight. Oh my god. Did he kill himself? Is that it, bro? Alone on the edge of the town in the countryside, a reaper stands with white knuckles around the handles of the well-kept sickle. The spirits of the town push in and out of a train going somewhere far beyond. He knows one day he will cut down just as his friend was. He'll exit this world, and alone he lived. Huh? You're not dead? We will inevitably meet tragedy in our lives. Some will meet more than others. But it is said that the more dire the path, the more brilliant the miracles. A sum of wealth landing into your pockets. A brush with danger that leaves you untouched. Or perhaps it's something as simple as lonely souls crossing paths. So we're gonna keep the girl? Bro, we can't slay the girl, bro. Come on, dog. That's fucked up. We can't slay the girl. That's fucked up, right? Alright, Pickles. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This shit is definitely not gonna make today. It's gonna come out tomorrow. So, tomorrow, I'm just gonna have to do... I don't know. I'm gonna just have to make it up. I've been God, I unmuted the mic. I've missed a lot of days. I'm not gonna say a lot of days. I missed a few days. Again, this is literally the most I've ever produced any long form content in terms of like videos. So I'm just gonna say that I do apologize for not being as consistent, but I'm trying. I'm getting the videos. Even if they're late, I'm still getting the videos out. At least that's something, right? That counts for something. I think we're gonna be having 31 videos out. That's fucking crazy. Like if you click on our page now, we have like almost 150 videos. That's insane to think about, bro. And I haven't even been counting shorts as videos. I've been counting shorts as just shorts. Long form videos are the only thing I've been counting as videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. This game was a really, really interesting indie game. It didn't even feel like an indie game, I'm not gonna lie. Like it felt like a AAA title, like with the voice lines, the stories. The art was pretty cool as well. I fuck with that. That was a good game, man. That was a good game. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a good night. If you're watching this right now, take your ass to sleep. It's hella late on the Sunday. Go to sleep. Anyways, I love you guys. I'm gonna catch you pickers in the next one. It's been your boy Kyrie, also known as Bubble Bass.